Stanford. So I think there are definitely some things to build on for LMU, and then they come into this with a lot of confidence, getting that run rule win over Iowa right before this.
Grounder over to short, and Francis just maybe by half a step is thrown out. Strong throw by Mailer over at short. So there's out. That's fifth. Jasmine Safawara will bat sixth. Lauren Carter seventh. Valpero bats eighth, as there's a single right in front of Emily Jones. So now one on with Iowa. Went 3 for 4, brought home 3 runs, scored twice herself, and now puts that one through on the left side. Back-to-back singles now for the Lions as they're trying to make some noise. And like you said, Jenna, carry that momentum from what they just did a few minutes ago.
Last year, and that includes the postseason run that the Stanford team had.
Hit on a line that's just hung up a little too much. Emily Jones was able to take a couple steps over for out number 2. But again, hard hit ball there by Braun, and that's one of those at bat. Hit hard and down right in front of Lim over and left. They're going to hold the runners in the strong relay. And even though that got all the way to the backstop, first pitch swinging, Safawara right behind second base. And there is Mailer for out number 3. So a lot of threats in that first inning for
on-base percentage for most of this season, which is impressive.
Chopper up the middle. Well done by Hariki for out number 1.
In the box, and it's showing in her numbers.
And the other way, you talk about the hot corner. Fast reaction there by Adele Braun. Good play over the first for out number 2. You know what made it even better? You got to see the baby blues that Loyola Marymount has.
I liked them.
Yeah, those are great. So was that pitch in that inning right there for Lindsay Odell. 1, 2, 3. Go the Cardinal. Carter held up. The other way. And ranging over to her left to make the grab is Taryn Kern for the first out.
That was an important.
Again, one of the things that I love so much about watching softball is that's down the line, and Caitlin Lim's going to have to play it on a hop.
Information with all the data.
Grounder up the middle, 4, 6, and Ava Gall was thrown off the bag, so Harvell will be safe at first. Perro's retired.
School.
And in the dirt, Kanashiro kept it in front of her, but it still rolls away. And taking that extra 60 feet will be Harvell. So now a runner in scoring position. And until I think the first time I ever went to the Rose Bowl is when I realized how much that area is spread out. As there is strike 3. So once again, Reagan Krause works around a base runner.
So it makes it look easy.
Of course, her ability to help limit the running game, too, if someone were to get on as well. Grounder up the middle, and another play made by her favorite to win the WCC. Hit to left center. Calling everyone off is Francis. So there's a first out recorded in the outfield, but 2 down now. That talent is always going to be there, and it just builds off of the foundation that you've already built as well. There's a bunt, and there's nobody over there covering at first. Put a little bit of pressure on the defense. Grounder over to second, and on the first pitch, Barrier will ground out to Haraki for out number 3. Stanford gave up 2 runs with 24 strikeouts. Grounder over by the line, and it goes between the legs of Barry. Out into the outfield, strong throw in from Lim. Gets away a little bit there from Mailer, but in at second is going to be Haraki with nobody out. Variations of those 4.
She uses all 4 quadrants of the strike zone to her advantage.
Off the glove of Kanashiro, that's going to allow the runner go over to third. There's that off-speed pitch in on the corner. Perfect location for strike number 3. Still can't close the book on Reagan Krause's day just yet. But now you can, because there is strikeout number 3. Chopper over to second. And once again, Haruki is. Here comes the payoff. Outside, she gets on anyway.
Instead of an HBP, it's just a BB in that situation, putting it over the plate.
Swing and a miss, strike three. And Lindsay Odell been very impressive.
So Perez making it on the pitcher side, the others on the position player side.
Swing and a miss, strike three. That's 4 straight strikeouts now for Nigel Kennedy. Swing and a miss. Going upstairs again, Kennedy. 5 in a row now. Swing and a miss. There's that off-speed pitch once again. 6 outs recorded by Nigel Kennedy. And so far, just 2 base runners for Stanford. One off a bunt single and the other on a walk. Hard hit by Gall, but nice stab over in shortstop.
You know, we saw a different shortstop a couple of days ago in this matchup. She's not skipping a beat over there.
Another one up the middle. Now ranges the other way. 2 outs in a row now.
In this lineup.
Into center, ranging back still, can't get there. As Francis, it's overhead. Going into second, sliding in safely is Caitlin Koch. A good piece of hitting there. You will, different pitches and different locations to go to. Now you do it from the defensive side, but a nice play over at third base as Adele Braun was in, but makes a good jumping catch. And Danny Hayes stays in after coming in as a pinch runner for Caitlin Koch. She'll be over on left, but there's a bunt. Nigel Kennedy fields, and there's Jenna's favorite thing to see. Pitcher fielding her position for out number 1.
So that's just what they have to chip away at, though, putting the ball in play. That's why you're shortening up.
Strike 3 called on the outside.
Decorated USA softball players in Olympic history.
Swing and well hit over to left, and Hayes is there to make the grab. Good job, though, by Ariane at the plate, staying back to get something. Matchups in this conference. I mean, you see some of them already. Chopper over to first, good play. It's almost like a little short hop there for Jamgachian to deal with, but does it well for out number 1.
They played against each other, too, in the Pac-10 back in the day, and they're both All-Americans and coming back to their alma maters.
Just makes it even that much sweeter. There's another grounder over on that right side.
At San Diego, April 12th.
Caitlin Lim earns the walk. It's the second walk of the day.
She got her first hit in a Cardinal uniform on Wednesday against Pacific. That left the yard.
And that one's hit well the other way. That one's going to be down off the wall. Here comes the run home. Lim is going to be in standing up. You know that's got to feel good for Taryn Kern. RBI double to give Stanford the lead here in the 5th inning.
But it's because there's a good approach, and River Mailer has been seeing the ball in well to work it to full count.
Swing and a miss. That was a big one for Lindsay Odell. But Stanford gets on the board. The RBI double for this inning. Off speed, hit the other way, and it's going to fall down. Right between a trio of Cardinal defenders. Good job by Chong, stayed behind it. It's twice now we've seen that off-speed pitch come in from Nigel Kennedy, and LMU's made that adjustment to get some contact. Put away. But like you said, sometimes that can make things a little more difficult if it switches up. There's the bunt, and it's going to stay fair. Gall goes over to first. Sacrifice well done as Chong moves up to second. Popped up in foul territory. There's Jay Berry making the grab from out number 3. A leadoff. 1-1 counts. Gall, Kaneshiro, and Hayes do up for Stanford. There's a grounder on the right side. As Haruki's been pretty busy today. One made it all the way to third base, and then, of course, the defensive contributions as well. And that one's going to get by her, though. Nice hit there, Ali Kaneshiro into center field. That'll be her first hit of the day.
In and out. Very strategic.
In the dirt, quick fire to second, and what a great slide into second by Ali Kaneshiro. so much and so well. Grounder the other way. Nice pick and throw over for out number 3.
She's been on the verge a few times, actually, just in the last couple weekends.
High fly ball, but playable. As Emily Jones makes the grab for out number 1. Conference, and then all of a sudden they follow after you.
Definitely not.
1-2, strike 3 called. Perfectly located. Here's the 1-2 again. Strike 3 called at the knees. Wow, what a pitch. And on her 10th strikeout of the afternoon, Nigel Kennedy closes the door for the 1-0 win for the Stanford Cardinal.
4 hits, the 1 run that did come across, but LMU fought in this one. They out-hit the Cardinal 5-4 as well. They just couldn't string it together to put something together, but the Cardinal can take this one and add it to the list on their win streak moving into Pac-12 play.
I believe that's now up to 13, and again, you think about it, we talked about it coming in.